In this video we will build a calculator. As you can see on the screen, I have a pretty basic calculator, and let me show you the function that it is working perfectly fine. Okay, so yes, as you can see here, it is working fine, and we also have added a clear button on which the whole screen will be cleared, and also a back button in which the last digit will be removed. Okay, so in this video we will see exactly how to make a calculator like this. So let's get started. Alright, so let's begin, and first of all let's add a boilerplate, and then real quick let's add a style tag and also a script tag, okay, for later. Yep, just like that. And now let's first complete the HTML part, and then we will move to our CSS part. So first of all I will create a div, and inside this div our whole calculator will stay, okay, and I will give this an ID of cont, the short form for container, okay, and inside this cont there will be a screen, because here only we have to display our numbers and calculations. So I will give this a ID of text container, so text cont. This is our screen, okay, and this P will be the main screen which I have shown you earlier, okay. So yes, here we go, we are done with our screen, and now let's add our buttons. So first of all I will create another div inside which I will give this an ID of buttons btns, and inside this how many buttons do we need? I think we need 16 buttons. Alright, so I will just do btn into 16, and I will give all of them a class of what? A class of btn, okay. So just like that, yes, we have now 16 buttons. So let me just bring all of them in one column, okay, so just like that, and yep. Alright, so now let's add the buttons, the text inside the buttons. So this will be 8, this will be 7 I guess, and then this will be a plus sign, then this will be 6, 5, 4, and then this will be I think a minus sign, okay, and then this will be 3, 2, 1, and then this will be a multiplication sign. Alright, now this will be 0, this will be, let's say, a dot maybe, okay, and a equal to, and then a divide sign, and we need more buttons, okay. So let me just copy 4 more of these just like that, and instead of this 0 I will write clear. This will be a back button, oops, this will be the bracket one, and this will be the closed bracket one. Alright, so I think now we are done with our HTML part, so let's move on to some styling. But before, let me just take a look on the calculator how it is looking now, then we will add some CSS to it, okay. And as you can see here are all our buttons, okay. So let's style them and give them a look of a calculator, because now it is looking more like a keyboard, okay. So let's do that. So first of all I will just do the margin and padding 0 for all the elements, just like that. Now now I will target body, okay, inside which I will do the display grid, and then place item center. This is because to place all the items in the center. And if you take a look now, here are they are in this center now. And what we can do next, now I will target the container, okay, inside which our whole calculator is there. I will give this a padding of, let's say, 20 pixel. Alright, and I will say the position will be relative, just like that. From top, let's say 5 rem, okay, a gap of 5 rem. Then width, let's say 20 rem, and then a background color also. Alright, let's say something of blue violet. Let's take a look now. Alright, so it is looking like this. Now let's target text. This is the screen, okay, the screen of the calculator. I will say the width, let's say 20 rem, same of the calculator. Height, let's say 6 vmin. Let's say a background color of Alice blue. Let's say a margin of 5 pixel and 0 pixel. And now let's define the font size, 30 pixel. Alright, so let's take a look how it is looking now. Okay, so there is our screen right there. Alright, so now the screen is also complete. Now let's come to btn. Okay, so I will just target the container of btn first, and inside this I will first of all do the display grid to make all buttons in a specific order. Okay, now we'll do grid template columns. Alright, just like that, and I will say repeat 4 times and 1 fr. And save it, and let's take a look. As you can see here, all the buttons are now in the correct position. And let's do some styling in the buttons also. Okay, so now I will just target all the buttons, and for that I will just do class btn, because we have given all of them a class of btn. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just do, first of all, do the cursor pointer. Okay, then let's say margin of 2 pixel. Alright, to make a gap between them, and also some padding also, let's say 10 pixel. This will be great. And also I want to increase the font size, let's say 1 rem will be fine. And then a background color. Alright, and now also I want a hover effect, so for that I will just target btn dot hover, just like that, and I will just change the background. Just change the background color, not this one, something of pinkish type, the purplish type. Alright, so yep, our CSS part is also done. So let's move on to the main part, which is the JavaScript. Alright, in the script tag, let me just real quick add a button. Define a button variable. Alright, so in this document dot query selector all, and here I will just do button, just like that. And before that I will just define another variable called text then document dot get element by id and text, and yep, just like that. And now under this I will say buttons dot for each. Okay, for each, then a bracket, and inside this I will add a function, an arrow function, and inside this I will give it a variable called item. Alright, and now I will say whenever someone click on the item dot add event listener. Okay, add event listener, and whenever someone click on that we will run a function. Alright, and what this function is, first of all, this function carries a variable called e. Now what we will do, we will declare another variable called btn text equal to e dot target dot value, not value, inner text. Okay, yep. Alright, so now if I just save this and if we take a look what happens if I just click a button. So let's say click 9, so nothing happens. The reason for that, we haven't declared a condition to display it in the text. So let's do that. What I will do, let's say text dot inner text will be btn text, and now if we will take a look, as you can see here, it is just working fine. But the problem is it is not adding the another number after that one. Okay, so for that I will just do plus here to add the previous one also, and now if you will take a look, it is just working fine. Okay. Alright, so yep, alright, so now we can write here. Okay, now let's add the logic to make it a working calculator. For that, what we will do, first of all, just remove this one. Now what I will do, I will create an if else statement. Let's say if btn text equal to clear. Okay, when someone clicks on the clear button, I will just say text dot inner text will be just empty. Okay, and I will just copy this down just like that. And now if the button is back, okay, so what will happen, and let me just say else if okay, so now what happens when someone clicks on the back button, we will just declare another variable called previous text, and this will be equal to text dot inner text. Now I will create an array of that. So let's say array equal to array dot from and what, previous text, just like that. So now we have created an array, and now we can easily remove the last element by using the pop function of the array. Okay, you know what it will do, it will just remove the last element from the array. And now as we have converted the text into an array, we now have to convert this back into a string. For that I will just do a variable called string. It will just convert it back to the string. So I will just do array dot a join function. Okay, join function, and here's an empty array. So it will just convert the array to string. Now one more thing, inner text will be str. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, we have defined a clear and back button. So let me just add. Okay, so I have removed this statement. Okay, so yes, now if we take a look here, and now if we just click on clear, as you can see here, the whole the whole display gets clear, but this appears. For that we can just do one thing. I will just do this, and we can apply this in an else statement. Okay, if nothing happens, then this will happen. Okay, so now if we'll take a look, and now as you can see here, the whole screen gets cleared. And now let's see the back button also. So if I just click back, as you can see here, it is just working fine, and again as you can see here, it is working great. Okay, so our clear and back button are ready. Now let's do the if else if for the equal to. Okay, because this is the main button. Okay, oops. So if btn.text equal to, okay, just like that, if someone clicks on the equal to button, what will happen? I will just do one thing, and that is let's declare a variable called let's say math, and this will be dot eval. It is a function to convert strings into a mathematical statement. Okay, so dot eval, and inside that I will just do text dot inner text, and now I will do text dot inner text equal to math. Okay, so now I think our calculator is ready. So let's take a look. If I just do 98 plus 2, it should return 100, and as you can see here, our calculator is ready now. Okay, if I just hit clear, everything gets cleared. So it is just working great. So let's say 74 minus 7. Alright, is it working fine? The back button is also working fine. Let's check the point one. So 20.5 into 2, let's say it will give 41, and as you can see, it is working great. And let's do some bracket things. So 25 plus 25, it will give 50. Then if we just divide that by 5, it will give us 10. So as you can see here, it is just working fine. So yes guys, this is the tutorial for how to make a calculator. So if you enjoy the video, hit the like button, and for more projects, do subscribe so that you get the notification. And that's it for this video guys. I will see you in the next one.